Good morning, everyone. This is DieselD199 speaking. It is a fine spring morning here in Australia on Halloween because we celebrate Halloween in the springtime to the extent that we do celebrate Halloween. Before I get started, let me just make sure that everyone can see and hear me okay. I know it's a little echoey in here. I'm actually just thinking, if I open the door, will there be less echo or more? Test. Still seems pretty echoey regardless. Unfortunately, I don't have carpet in this room, so there's a lot of reverberations. But I hope it doesn't make too much of a difference for today's live stream. I'm just going to get the chat up on my iPad so I can actually follow along with what you guys are saying, because, of course, I can't quite see the screen from where I'm at. So, go. Now, if can I make the chat full screen or not? All right. Looks like everything is working pretty well at this stage. Yes, you can hear me. Okay, very good. So thank you all for showing up for this live stream. For those of you who don't know, a couple of days ago, I hit 750,000 subscribers on YouTube, which was a pretty cool number to reach because that means I'm 3/4 of the way to getting that gold play button, which you guys all know I so badly want. It's actually kind of interesting because when I made that joke in A Decade of Madness, I didn't actually think it was going to be possible to really get there. But, you know, here we are. And to celebrate, I thought, given that it is Halloween, and you guys know I love Halloween, we would make a 750K jack-o'-lantern because, well, YouTube doesn't hand out 750K play buttons. Oh, you can't really see it, but I've got my silver play button up there, and at the rate we're currently going, it looks like you know, I could get the gold play button in 1 to 2 years, so who knows. And yeah, basically I'm gonna carve the pumpkin. I'm going to answer some of your questions. I'm going to try and carve and read the chat at the same time. I know that's going to be kind of dangerous, but and then after that, I thought we'd go and play some spooky video games. I was originally going to do Roblox, but it seems like that's down and still down and has been down for a while. So not really sure what I'm going to do there, but maybe Minecraft, maybe Among Us. So that might be fun. All right, let me just take a look at the chat. My room has changed over the years. Yes, it has. This is a completely different room from the last time I live streamed on this channel, I would think. I actually moved very recently. And in fact, this is the first time in about 3.5 years that I've been in a position where I could actually make a proper toy layout, which is why you got to see one in, don't forget, Rule 55. Because prior to this, I was living in units and apartments and absolutely no way I could do any kind of filming. Edward helps out, hits a little different now. Thank you for the donation, TWR guy. I still think that video for me hits the same way it was always meant to be, but I think some of the creations that other people made sort of changed what people were interpreting it as. What do I think about All Engines Go? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to talk about that on this live stream. I think that goes without saying. Do Among Us? Yeah. Well, I can definitely give Among Us a go. I've got that installed. Favorite Thomas character is Duncan. Well, thank you, Sidekick Jason. I'm glad you could make it to the stream. I apologize to all of the Europeans who are watching because, of course, it is a very early in the morning. It's like 1, 2 p.m. for most of the Europeans, I think. But this was just really the only time I could do this. I am not making a Sonic movie parody. Oh, Jake Josh has pointed out that we're now up to 751k, so just 249k to go. All right, so I will get started. I didn't sell my Tomy engines. That's how I was able to do the video. In fact, they're all in a box, safe and sound. I'm gonna get started by now. Don't try this at home, kids, but yeah. I'm gonna get started by just cutting into this, and I'll try and answer questions throughout, but we'll see how it goes. So I suppose I will start by talking about all engines go. I actually think it's going to be easier for me to stand up and do this. Maybe if I just put this up a little bit. Because it's kind of hard to sit down and like cut into the top of a jack-o'-lantern. So yeah, let's talk about all engines go. I have spoken about this a little bit on my other channel, but I suppose we should go over it here. So it started broadcasting, what, like a month or two ago? And I think we all knew what it was going to be like. It is certainly nothing like we've ever seen done in Thomas before. It's not a continuation of the old series in any way. And it is very much aimed at a younger audience. I mean, I always knew that like Thomas, the target audience for Thomas was boys 2 to 5 specifically. It was the main target audience of Thomas. And they tried to make it more for girls as well by introducing more female characters, but the bulk of the audience has always been boys 2 to 5. And now I guess it's supposed to be boys even younger than that. I am obviously not a fan of the lack of realism. The engines tiptoeing on their wheels. Oh, there's a blue one. From Bluebells. Keep up the good content, my friend. Stay gold. Thank you very much, Bluebells, for the donation. But yeah, I don't like them using their wheels as hands, which I think is just ridiculous. I remember many years ago when I used to watch Train Lover 476's content. I never really liked it when he started to add the cartoon hands, and to see something like that done in the actual show is so jarring. I can't believe, especially as there was a interview with a Mattel person that specifically said that they didn't want to do that. But they have done that, and, it's, well, you know what it is. I don't like the baby voices either. I think it's cool, as everyone else has said, that Neil Crone has come back to the franchise to play Gordon. That is a neat little tidbit. I don't know if they did that for us or if he just happened to get the job. And there we go. Got that open. Hopefully I don't get too much on my iPad. Yeah, what else is there really to say about it? I mean, look, it's a silly baby show. That's all there really is to it. I don't enjoy it. I hope that it finds success with a target audience, simply because I know that a lot of heritage railways and heritage rail organizations, even if they don't necessarily do day out with Thomas events, they do very much depend on the Thomas factor to bring in families with young kids, right? Basically a family that's got young kids, one of them is into Thomas, so mum thinks, what would be a nice family day out is if we went to such and such heritage railway or railway museum or something like that. I have been more involved with the rail heritage in Western Australia over the past year, and I have spent time at like the museum and seen the demographics, the age of the people that are coming in. So I don't know how, if Thomas was to do very poorly as a brand, if this show is not successful, I wonder what the consequences of that would be for heritage railway organizations. It's not that they would, blink out of existence, but they might take a hit in revenue, not be able to do some of the bigger projects that they would want to do, that sort of thing. So look, funnily enough, it seems like the merchandise has gotten better. Like the new Trackmaster, All Engines Go stuff, it's like, on the one hand, the character designs have been simplified, but on the other hand, now the merchandise actually really accurately matches the show, which I think is just sort of bizarre. I also, enjoyed the talking Trackmaster stuff that I've seen on Twitter, but not seen in store. So TWR guy says, AEG is the definition of cheap merchandising. And, well, I'm not... It is accurate to the show, right? And that's one of the things that we want in merchandise. So they could have colored in the buffers. But the fact that those new Trackmasters, they're like multiple different colored molds that have then been assembled, like that's taking it to a level that it wasn't when it was, the old show and just, the original motorized Trackmaster or whatever it's called. All right, I'm going to actually have to put this over here so I can read things better. Let's take a look at some of the comments that have been coming through. Merit Train Boy says, those motorized engines look taller, and they certainly are. They do break the play rail loading gauge, so they won't fit under, like the yellow girders or anything like that, or through certain tunnels. But I haven't seen them in real life, so I haven't been able to really test it. Joke's on him, Roblox doesn't work. Yes, apparently so. That's rather unfortunate. Maybe by the time that I'm ready to play, they'll have fixed Roblox. If the Roblox devs, like, let me just talk about Roblox for a little bit, because I never played Roblox as a kid, even though it came out when I was, I was still in primary school, which is different from elementary school. It's like the first 7 years of school, or at least it was when I went to school. But I never played Roblox until you guys asked me to play Roblox. And I am fascinated by how this game is so popular, by how the fact that it has, God, there's a lot of seeds in this pumpkin. The fact that it has, millions of players on any given moment, and it is worth billions of dollars, and it is the crappiest piece of software in all of gaming, at least at that level of popularity. Like, it's so bad. And they don't even make their own games. They rely on the community to make the games, and yet the software that you use to make the games is rubbish. It's rubbish. Like, their target audience is 12-year-olds, right? At least for the people making the games, not necessarily the people playing them, but the people making the games are 12, 13, 14, 15, and they have to learn to script in Lua, right? Like, which is an easy programming language, but why don't they have visual scripting? Like any sensible game that was targeting developers who are 13 would. It's and like the graphics are terrible. It's cheap. It doesn't run all that efficiently. I know, like, it has to run on lots of different devices, but it's so slow even when it's running on my gaming PC. It baffles me that it is why no one has come along and like tried to compete with it directly. But, you know, it's definitely not worth the billions of dollars that's like on the, I don't know if it's a public company or not that it's like reported to. That's like, I don't know. But I definitely think it's very open to competition. It's very vulnerable to competition. When Roblox is back, will you play Golden Galaxy? So I actually did play Golden Galaxy on my live streaming channel, Trent Station. And yeah, it's a great game. It's a great game. The people who worked on it did a great job. Probably should give it a go again, and if Roblox is back up while I'm doing this stream, I'll absolutely play it. Okay, I've nearly gotten rid of all of these. It is much more difficult to carve a pumpkin and read from the chat than I thought it would be. Is Chuggington better than Thomas right now, is what Jake Josh asks. No idea, because I don't watch Chuggington. I really don't think Roblox Studio... Here's the comparison I make about Roblox Studio. When I was in that target demographic, right, for making Roblox games, like when I was 12, 13, I used to make custom scenarios, custom games in a video game called Age of Mythology. I actually spent more time actually making movies in it because you could program movies in it. And they had a form of visual scripting. By visual scripting, I mean that instead of like typing in the code, right, and you have to worry about whether the semicolon is in the right place or, you know, whether the spacing is right and all that sort of stuff, like you're literally selecting, you know, cause, action, effect type thing from a drop-down menu. I wouldn't really implement that in Roblox Studio. I think you would use nodes, which you can do in like real game engines like Unreal Engine 5, for instance. I think Godot has a kind of visual scripting, and that's an open source software, though I'm not 100% sure on that because I haven't actually used it. But yeah, it's like there are so much easier ways to program the logic of a game than writing the code out in Lua, and I just don't understand why they don't make it easier for their developers to do that. What is people saying? What are you going as for Halloween? Probably nothing this year. I basically, here's the thing. Like, as a kid, I never did Halloween. Like my parents, like, you know, Halloween is not big in Australia, or at least it wasn't when I was a kid. It was like a very sort of newy American cultural influence. And like my parents were like, no, you can't do that. Can't go trick-or-treating or anything like that. It's one of the reasons I think why I'm like sort of fascinated with the concept. But yeah, it's taken off a bit more in Australia, but there's basically, your options are, if you're not going to like a private party, right? Go clubbing, you know, or like go see a movie, right? Like some like niche theaters, they do like a Halloween event and they'll put some like old school horror movies on. And I did go and see the new Halloween Kills movie, which I don't recommend because I thought it was pretty crap, last night. And I'll probably go and see another horror movie this evening. But other than that, no, I don't think I'll be doing much. The best Halloween that I ever had in Australia was I was living in Sydney and I went to Luna Park for Halloween. And it's like a sort of old school amusement park in Sydney Harbour. It's so it's like kind of got like that old spooky sort of vibe. And like they put on a great Halloween show. There was like, you know, scare houses and mazes and all that sort of cool stuff. Had a really good time doing it, you know. And I was hoping that, because now I live, you know, stuff like that is not on this year or last year because of COVID, right? I was hoping, because there hasn't been that much COVID in my home state of Western Australia, that this year, Adventure World, which is like our main amusement park, would do their annual Halloween event, which I haven't been to before, but seems kind of cool. But they didn't, I guess, because they were worried they might have to cancel it if there was a COVID outbreak or something like that. I don't know. What time is it where you are? So it is currently 9:51. Are you going to bring back Duck to Tomica Thomas series? You know, definitely on the table. Now, I need to start like thinning out the walls of this pumpkin. I've got my ice cream spoon to do that. I hope I don't like damage my design on the front. I don't want to have to redraw that. So let's talk about the videos that I have released recently. Now, as you guys know, look, I haven't been releasing a lot lately. In fact, until I released, don't forget Rule 55, I hadn't released anything this year. My last video was Thomas's Christmas lockdown. And the reason for that is, you know, I've been working on some other projects. I had hoped that they would be further along than where they are at this point. But they just aren't. And, you know, I've had to sort of like sit down and sort of reassess what am I doing and why am I doing it and how am I going to go about doing it. But in the meantime, I've just decided, you know what, I got to put some stuff on the channel, keep the fans interested. I was getting comments every day from people saying, "Are you dead?" No, I'm not, but you know, I think some people were kind of worried that I wouldn't make any more videos, and you know, I just needed a break from what I was doing. So, you know, I put together Don't Forget Rule 55, which was actually a video I wrote, I think in like 2019. You know, I had the script for it, and it seemed like it was completely doable. So I decided, you know, let's go and let's do that. And, you know, I think you guys really enjoyed it. I got a lot of nice comments on it before they were turned off because it was got automatically chosen to be made for kids on YouTube. And well, I've lost my screen. Just give me a second, guys. I got to stop this from turning off. Otherwise, I'm going to get pumpkin guts all over my iPad. Where is it? Nope. I never remember how to do this when I want to do it. Can someone tell me, because I'm sure someone will know, where in the settings on an iPad you can turn off the auto lock? I can't remember. It is. Oh wait, I found it. Never. There we go. Done. So, you know, I did Don't Forget Rule 55, which, you know, I thought was a fun enough video. You guys really seem to enjoy it. And then I did a video which I wanted to do for a long time, which was to take a short and just retexture all of the characters so that they would look like they originally did when Playrail first released them in Japan, and as I grew up with, right? The Tomy toys that were released in the Western world, they never had the white foot plates, never had the red stripes, any of that sort of stuff. You go back and watch my really, really old videos, you'll see those were the Tomy toys that I was using. But in 2008/9, you know, that's when I started buying from Japan the ones that had the white running board, which is something that a lot of creators did because they look better. So make a video with homey toys. You might as well have the ones that look the absolute best. But I was just curious. It's like, imagine if PlayerUnknown never released these. What would an animated Tomica Thomas and Friends short look like? So yeah, that's how you got that video, and that has proven to be even more popular so far than Don't Forget Short 55, which is just how it goes on YouTube, even though that's not what I would prefer it to be. So yeah, it's... Now, the next thing that I'm working on is something for Halloween. I admit that I am nowhere near completing it at this current point in time, but I think it's a video that you guys will really like. So, and then I'll try and do one more thing for Christmas, and that'll close out the year, and then I'm going to go back to my original project that I was working on. It's not Tomica Thomas and Friends related, and hopefully have that to upload onto the internet sometime in 2022. So that's the plan so far. Hopefully you'll get 2 more videos before the end of the year, but I'm not sure about that. And yeah, then hopefully I have something new to share with you next year. So let's just take a look at the chat, and then I will try and thin out the entirety of this pumpkin. Okay. I'm not gonna do, because I've seen this question a couple of times. All-Star Custom says, just curious, are you going to break out the old play rail trains and sets to make the next short? For all time's sake. I'm not. And you know what? That seems like a good story to tell while I carve out this pumpkin. So you guys will know that I did a short live action segment in Don't Forget Rule 55, right? I did a short live action segment. It was just the flashback. It was kind of a meta joke because the narrator says, Henry could remember the time long ago, so long ago is when I was making videos with the PlayRail engines. So I thought that would just be a little funny joke to put in there. And I thought you guys would really appreciate seeing the toys again. Although, funnily enough, I feel like not everyone got that was the toys because they had CGI faces. It kind of confused some people. I certainly did see some comments that were like, wait, is that the toys? I'm not sure, type thing. But yes, it was the toys. And so that was like 3 bits of video. How long do you think that took me to film? Well, dear viewer, it took me way longer. I spent all morning doing it basically. Than I expected it to. So firstly, I had to go and find all of the stuff. I knew where it was, but right, all of the trains are in one box all together. So I had to sort through all of them to find the trains that I wanted, and then the bits of track that I wanted, and then the trees and that sort of thing. And then once I had them all out, I was like, okay, what am I going to, where is my green felt? Because I used to have some green felt that I filmed on before I was filming on the green carpet. Well, it turns out, and I had forgotten I'd done this, I'd actually cut up all of that green felt so that I could, basically there were certain hills on the layout that I had on the green carpet in one room, and I had cut out the felt specifically so it would go over the top of these wooden support structures for the hills, right? And then, so I did have another piece of green felt, but it was very dirty. Luckily, I'd actually looked for the felt the day before and I'd put it through the washing machine, but it was still really gross. So I had to get a lint roller and go over it because it was covered in cat hair. Then, I got out a very old piece of cloth that I used in 2012, right? So 9 years ago, which is just, it makes me feel so old. But it was a piece of blue cloth that I had painted clouds onto to be a backdrop because obviously I didn't have the walls that I had painted with clouds and a sky onto. So I needed that for the backdrop, and it was like a big long roll, and all the fabric was rolled up, and I unrolled it, and of course it was incredibly creased, and it was covered in cat hair. So I had to, iron it. I had to sit there with an iron and go over a big long stretch of this so that it would fit in the background. And by the time I'd gotten everything set up, then I was sitting down with the iPhone, because my iPhone has got way better camera on it than the old, handy cam that I used to film with. And so, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the screen on the iPhone. I was like, this doesn't look right at all. And it's because, of course, the iPhone has a different lens diameter or whatever. Jonathan Resenders says, this is a cool live chat. Thank you for the donation, Jonathan. I'm glad you think so. So, yeah, it was a lot of work, setting it all up and then to film it. Like, I ended up getting out the whole Handycam to do it. Long story short, it was a pain in the butt. It was a pain in the butt because I don't have a proper setup, to actually film with. It's not just a case of, oh, let's just get out the trains and just film with them. It's like, okay, but what are you going to film it with? Like, what lights are you going to use? What camera are you going to use? I didn't even have any fishing line, which I didn't realize until I was sitting there trying to film with it. I was like, oh, I don't know what happened to the old fishing line that I used to have. So, obviously I could sit down and make something crappy, but it is kind of difficult to just film something. If I were to go back and do stuff with the toys, seriously, I would want to consider getting a GoPro or something like that, and certain, lens adapters for it so that it doesn't look too fish-eyed. And I would want to get some better lighting and a better, layout type thing. It would be a lot of work for the quality that I would expect of it. So I don't know. What I might do is a live stream like I've done in the past, where we just go and build a big set and just have the trains run around, because they haven't done that in a long time, 4 years or something like that. So that's on the cards, that I might do. But yeah, I don't really think that I'll be doing a lot of filming with them, because it's a bit of a pain in the butt. There were a lot of reasons why I switched to CGI, and CGI has its own difficulties, but it's certainly much easier to get the shot that you want with it. Let's see. Going back to the chat, Zach Motor says, you should play Drive Thomas and Friends Off the Cliff in Roblox when it opens. Is that still a popular game on Roblox? I thought we were doing so much better in terms of the kind of Thomas games out there. Australian says, hey Trent, could you tell us more about your cat? So my cat is dead. He's been dead for about a year. He died last December, I think. He was a pretty old cat. We got him in 2005, and he was, I don't know, several months old when we got him. And he molted a lot of hair, and there's not much else to say about him than that. His name was Pharaoh, because I was very into ancient Egypt when I got him. And he was a white cat with orange splotches. He was a big cat too. People always say, oh my God, that cat is massive. Dropping pumpkin guts on the floor. Don't want to do that. Yeah, so very sad, but he was old. He was a very old cat, and yeah, unfortunately, I had not spent very much time with him because I'd been living interstate, and I did get to see him when I came back, and that was nice. But when I moved out of home, he did not come with me. He was way too settled, I think, where he lived at my parents' house. It wouldn't really be practical to take him out. And if I'd taken him to where I moved, then he would. I shouldn't have done that, but he would have had to become an indoor cat, and I don't think he would have really appreciated that. So, because I grew up on a fairly large block, like 5 acres, so he had plenty of room to roam at my parents' house. Am I going to get a new cat soon? No, I don't think so. I'm not planning on getting any pets soon. I'm hoping to do some travel in the next couple of years, when that becomes a thing again. So I wouldn't want to get any pets, because then I have to, get my parents to look after them or something like that. I think pets is something that I will do again when I don't have to worry about who's looking after them or anything like that, Oh, sorry to hear about that, a junction malfunction. I have played Take on Sodor, Turtles Trains. Let's see. I do have some behind-the-scenes pictures of most of the layouts that I've made, in fact. But you can actually find some of the really old layouts in, I think, Q&A videos that I did many years ago. For the layout that I know most people want me to post photos of, I actually want to do a video, and maybe this will be the one that I do in December, where I actually build that set in CGI. Maybe not every piece of it, I'm not going to sit down and model a suspension bridge. But the layout, certainly, because I've got most of the track. And do a cool little 360-degree video on it. So that's something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and it's why I never released the behind-the-scenes pictures, because it's like, well, they'll have to watch this video if they actually want to see. I don't know for absolute certain if that's what I'll do in December, but it's one of the videos that are sort of cards. So, have I made this thin enough yet? I feel like I never make them as thin as they sort of recommend that you do, but I don't think I can be bothered scraping out any more of this, so... Nope, dummy, I am not going back to using the motorized trains. So in terms of, there's a lot of questions like, will you make such and such character in CGI? If they're one of the original classic characters, there's a much higher chance that I will make them in CGI. But right now, I don't have any plans for any of the videos that, well, my Halloween video, I don't plan on making any new characters for that. And yeah, we'll see, but the thing about it is, like, making a new character takes a certain amount of time that I could otherwise be investing into actually making the animation. And I've got, the original 7 characters. I've got a Diesel 10, and I've got Lady, and I've got Diesel. So those are all, like, that's almost enough characters, I feel, to do most of the stories that I want to tell. Like, who would I even really want to do next? I mean, that's the thing. Is like, I really just need to sit down and fix up Gordon's face, because I put him in one shot. He was in the very first one, and then, like, I just never, it wasn't deliberately. It was just I didn't have necessarily ideas with him involved, but I just haven't taken the time to make his face have lip sync and all the rest of it, which is why he hasn't appeared in any of the videos. So, Favorite standard gauge Thomas character? James, I think. Or Diesel10. See, Splatter and Dodge, right, yes. I did write a short where I intended to make Splatter and Dodge, because of course all I have to do for them is make the face. I have to make one face, they both have the same face, and they have the same body as that Diesel does. So it's a pretty easy thing to do. Same with Ari and Bert. Same with Paxton. Same with Sydney. And, you know, all the other reskinned Class 08 shunters. In fact, I would say that if I do make another character, it's very likely it would be one of them. Yeah, I don't know. There's just... There are other characters that are... See, here's the other thing, and this is something that I didn't bring up with All Engines Go. Like, look, honestly, one of the reasons why I haven't been making a lot of content, it's not the only reason, but it's just one of the reasons, is, you know, there is no show anymore that I'm really interested in making videos about. You know, for every year, it was great. You know, from like 2015 onwards, and even before then, but 2015 was certainly the peak. You know, every year, a new movie would come out, right? And I always, like, the movies and the specials in the Thomas fandom was always like an event, right? The great race is out. We'd all scramble to get, you know, a pirated version of it because they wouldn't release it all in all jurisdictions at the same time. Australia would always get it 2-3 months later. Why? You know? Now, I bought all of the movies, right? I paid money so that I have copies of them all, right? But if I wanted to see the movie at the same time that everyone else did, I had to get someone to send me a copy. And actually, for a while there, I was in the TCC, and so I got given a copy anyway, right? Like, I had a digital version of it. Now, it's ridiculous that was the case, but, you know, it was fun, right? Everyone loved it, you know, like and the movies were watchable. They were enjoyable to an extent. They had dumb moments in them, right? But, like, you know, all of the movies, right, from the Brenner era, even Big World, Big Adventures, they were all watchable movies. They had great moments in it. They had bad moments in it. There was lots to talk about, lots to make fun of, and there were plenty of opportunities for me to make parody videos. And if you look at the shorts that I released from, like, the CGI era, you'll see that, like, I was making fun of the bridge jump, or, you know, I did that scene from The Adventure Begins for the Halloween one, or I did, you know, I made fun of the JBS trailer, let alone JBS the movie. And, you know, I had videos planned for Big World, Big Adventures as well, but it was, you know, we were seeing like this was the beginning of the end at that point, and that things were going to get really bad. And so, you know, like, I can't parody All Engines Go. It's almost a parody of Thomas and Friends in and of itself. There's just not really any kind of material I'm interested in touching there. So then I have to go back to, like, the classic series or the hit era, but then it's not contemporary, right? It's not something, you know, that is like in the public mood, I guess, that people are talking about and excited about. It's just, yeah, it's there's just nothing there. And of course, you know, once All Engines Go had been announced, but before it was released, there was nothing to talk about. But people knew it was going to be bad. So, like, the Thomas fandom on Twitter just became so negative, right? People were getting... I feel like they were just getting so off topic. They weren't even talking about Thomas anymore. They were talking about politics or whatever it was. And they were being nasty to one another. It was just a really toxic place to be. So I was like, I don't really want to be on here. And it's just not fun. And it's like, I'm not interested in paying attention to this Thomas stuff. I'll see what the show is like when it comes out, but I don't have my hopes up. And so really one of the things that I've been doing a lot of is getting into real life steam engines. and volunteering at the Rail Heritage WA. Not doing anything too exciting. Set them up with a new email system. I made a video for them because they want to raise funds to do a project. Yesterday, I was at the Railway Museum installing a printer scanner, because, you know, that's something within my skill set. And, you know, I've sort of replaced that sort of Thomas section of my life, I think, a lot with real life railways. Because, well, let's be honest, if you are an older Thomas fan, it's not a good time to be one, right? It's just like, you can go back and watch season 3 for the upteenth time if you want to, but for me, I really felt like I just had to take a break from it, because it's just depressing. It really is, you know. We had things so good. Like in 2015, we had Adventure Begins, which was amazing. Like, that was the first time since I was a kid that I really, really enjoyed watching something that had been, you know, something that an actual Thomas video that had just come out, right? Like, and then you know, we had Legend of Lost Treasure, which was a great movie that everyone really enjoyed, despite some of the sillier elements in it. I think people always overlook the pirate ship thing, which I always thought was kind of dumb. You know, it wasn't quite Bridge Jump, but it was up there. But it was a great movie, right? It was really well structured, well written, well acted. And then we even had, for the first time in 20 years plus, them adapting actual railway series stories. We got, you know, the small engines. It was, and then, you know, just a couple years later, you know, we had Big World, Big Adventures, and now we finally have, well, All Engines Go. So, you know, I think if we never had those good years, you know, maybe I'd feel a little bit differently, but we did have those good years. And so it's really sad that we're now where we are. Yeah, so Australian said the negativity was uncalled for. A lot of that had to do with people being sick of being stuck indoors and getting no fresh air to get off the internet. That's absolutely part of it, right? And I know that I didn't have to deal with that very much because we didn't really have COVID here in Western Australia. We sort of closed the borders, both internationally and to states where there was a lot of COVID outbreak. So yeah, I know that was part of it too, but it just became such a negative space, and there was nothing to talk about. There was nothing new, same old arguments. Sort of felt like I kind of need to get away from this. It's just not good for me personally. All right, let me just go around once more, scraping this, because I gotta speed this up a bit. I didn't intend this live stream to just be my diatribes about the current state of the Thomas fandom, but you know, I will say this. Look, a lot of you, I think, probably don't even spend that much time on Thomas Twitter, and you know, maybe that's for the best. Here's the thing: there are people that I don't like in the Thomas fandom, right? Because of things which they have personally done to me in the past. Don't name any names. You know, I have a few blocked people on Twitter that I just don't want to deal with. And some of these people like rag on all the time, right? They always, you know, they never miss an opportunity to take a shot at them. And I understand their frustrations, right, that they have voiced, because I agree with them on that sense. But I do, it's been going on for, you know, like, it feels like, 8 years or something like that we've been having these issues with these certain people. And I really do wish that some of the people I think that have done some bad things could just make amends of what they've done. I think that we could, ways. Certain people that have kept certain behind-the-scenes stuff that they've had access to secret for a long time, right? People probably know who I'm talking about now. Stuff that I don't even care about because I'm not that into this sister show of Thomas and Friends, Tugs, like some other people are. Like, I'm not even interested in seeing it. The Thomas stuff, I am interested in seeing it. I wish that they could just release it and that everyone could just stop ragging on them all the time. There are some people who have done bad things in the past, and people will constantly bring it up, even if they've sort of apologized or made amends for it. I just feel like it is getting kind of tired. There are some people I do feel like they're never going to change, and I almost feel like there's no point even attacking them about, you know, even if you have good cause to do so, because it's just, they're not going to make any, they're not going to change, and so you're better off doing what I've done, which is just block a lot of them, so I don't have to see them in my timeline, but I have to still see people complaining about them, which I don't enjoy. But yeah, it's just the negativity. I understand people's frustrations. I just wish that, you know, the people who have done things that, even if they don't necessarily feel like they were entirely in the wrong, or whether other people have acted in an entitled or childish manner, you know, I do wish that we could just get past some of these arguments and some of these bad feelings. I don't think it'll happen, but, you know, it would just make the community that much nicer to sort of deal with, because, yeah, there are even people who I don't even like, who I don't think have acted in a particularly malicious way, but they've just sort of been associated with some of these people, and so like they get targeted, and I feel like, you know, it is a little old. It's a little old. I just wish we could be more positive. I also wish we had more things to be positive about, but I mean, there has been a lot of cool stuff. Like, we have gotten a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff from Thomas and Friends, right? Recently. Fantastic. A whole bunch of stuff from Tugs. Doesn't interest me, but, you know, a lot of people really like Tugs, and so I'm happy for them in that respect. There has been some cool work going on in the fandom as well, right? One of the things I think that's always been really interesting is like the number of people making Gauge 1 models. I think that's pretty cool. That was not something that people were doing many years ago, and now it's seemingly mainstream. I haven't seen the new Murdoch being built. A junction malfunctioned. You'll have to send that to me on Discord so I can take a look at it. But yeah, the prop replicas are incredible stuff, and that's a new phenomenon. You know, like the fandom does go through like these kinds of waves of interest. Like, I remember when very few people were making music in the Thomas fandom, and then for a while there, it seemed like everyone and their mum was making Thomas and Friends music. And you know, a lot of people got into CGI. You know, a lot of people have been making CGI models. That was something that never used to happen. I like to think that I contributed somewhat to that craze. Obviously, people were making CGI models prior to that, you know, for trains and things like that. But I do remember, you know, when I first released a Brony on the Line, like a lot of people were messaging me, asking me, you know, how did you do this? What software did you use? And I do remember, you know, some people who are now fairly proficient modelers, who are some, I'd say, inspired by the work that I did. And, you know, it's very cool to obviously see a lot of people doing something like that. It's not something that I particularly fostered, I think, but I do feel that it seems evident to me that, you know, I did that, sure, and then it sort of became a thing, for instance. And then I think like Kudak, for instance, he started doing his Sahandle custom. I think he was probably one of the first people that I can remember doing the Gauge 1. Well, I guess that wasn't Gauge 1, but, you know, the prop replica. And then it slowly has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and now it seems like there are a lot of really talented people making things out of, I don't know, perspex and brass and all sorts of stuff. Leader of the Spook says, "Can't wait for the animation craze." Well, yeah, that's another interesting thing. And I'm not sure if this is what you were referencing, but you know, I don't really like the new style of All Engines Go, but I have been really interested to see some of the fan stuff that has been made. You know, I don't know if it's on the horizon or not, but I would love to see a remake of some classic episodes done in that All Engines Go style. You know, like, obviously I wouldn't appreciate if the actual show was doing that, but, you know, I can appreciate the effort that people go to in the fandom to make stuff like that. I have played Piggy on Roblox, Tinkering Trains and Reviews. If you go onto my live streaming channel, Trent Station, you'll be able to find a Roblox stream where I played that on Halloween one year. How's it going, Alex Gamer? So Ink the Engine One says, basically asks, have I seen Squid Games? I have seen Squid Games. I very much enjoyed it. I think it was a great show. Not appropriate for most of you, but you know, it's become a sort of cultural phenomenon. And I was a bit behind. I was like seeing memes of it everywhere. I was like, oh goodness, I have to like get onto this and actually, you know, watch this before the whole thing gets spoiled on the internet. Leader of the Spooks. I will have to take a look at your Twitter account. I don't know if I'm following you or not. If I am, I'm not sure I've seen your animations, so. Derek Johnson asks, do you watch The Unlucky Tug? Yeah, I certainly do. Unlucky Tug has been making, you know, some really quality stuff. Probably one of the few people making consistent quality stuff in the fandom that hasn't been cancelled yet. So yeah, he makes some great. I've always enjoyed his analysis videos. I was actually when I was doing some work the other day, I had some of the older ones just playing in the background. So I was like, you know, and I was actually watching his one on Journey Beyond Sodor, and Journey Beyond Sodor, I appreciate that movie now even more than ever before because it was the last really good one in my opinion. And yes, it was perfect and it had some dumb stuff in it, and it could have been so close to being an amazing movie. They had just switched some of the characters around. But yeah. I rewatched the movie the other day and I think it was pretty good. Okay, so before this drags on forever, I've been streaming for an hour now. I'm going to try and cut out these numbers, this 750 K. Now, I will be honest with you. I'm not the best jack-o'-lantern maker, or even the best drawer. It's going to look a little wonky, and hopefully it doesn't fall to pieces. But you know, I'm going to give it a go. Actually, there's one. I did want to. Okay. We'll see if this. I'm willing to give it a go, but you know how it is. You kids in America, you've probably been making jack-o'-lanterns for little kids, but me, no. The first jack-o'-lantern I carved, I was 16. And it wasn't even an orange pumpkin, grey one. Because even back then, they didn't really sell these. I grew my own one year. I grew my own because that's how hard it was to find them. Now, you can always buy them. But, yeah. All right, let's give this a go. I'll just answer a few quick questions and then I'll get started on this. Where are your Tomy as we speak? Here's Arthur. I was looking at Arthur for... Basically, I started an Arthur model many years ago. Not that many years ago, but I never finished it, obviously. Video. But I was working on a video and I was like, what are some of the characters that I started but never finished that I could possibly finish? I was looking at Arthur, and yeah, so I had him out of the box. The rest of them are just down the hallway in a storage room at the moment. So yeah, all the Tomy engines, they are in the house. They are around. But Arthur is not returning currently. That's a very interesting question from Ink the Engine 1. Have you ever tried to make your own model of any engine from an original engine? If you have, do you still have it? No. In terms of like CGI model. But given that I've been interested in Western Australian steam engines, I did think, you know, it might be interesting to take one of our steam engines and make it into a Tomy model as a new character. In real life, they wouldn't fit on the same tracks as Thomas because our steam engines were all made to 3-foot 6-inch gauge, but you know, that didn't stop them in Big World, Big Adventures. Damien, I've spoken about why I stopped using Tomy quite a bit in the past. So, you know, if you go and look at my CGI Q&A video, you'll get the answers for that. I won't be showing the behind the scenes of CGI Thomas today, Ginger Ninja Lewis. Have you ever thought about an OC for your series? Well, there is the Slender engine and the Halloween engine, and I guess they're kind of OCs. But yes, maybe I'll do a Western Australian steam engine one time. My favorite engine class in real life, I don't know, it's not really possible to say. Like, Western Australia only has one truly unique steam engine class, so then I'd say the WAG RS class, but I actually think it's kind of an awkward, weirdly proportionate locomotive. If you look up WAGR N class, I think that's a pretty interesting looking locomotive. Suburban tank engine from around about the year 1900. 444. Interesting wheel arrangement. So something there's not anything that looks like it in Thomas at all. All right. Good night, Luke. Roblox is still down. Great. What do you do if someone recognizes your voice? I've only been recognized in public. Only once when I wasn't at a train-related event, someone asked me when I was in a Target in Sydney. That's the only time. Though someone did say to me, well, he might have, I don't know if he knew that I would be there because of social media posts or anything, but I was at Railfest a couple weeks ago. A guy said, "Oh, I recognize that voice." I did have a YouTube hat on, so it was easier for him to know that it was me if he had any doubts, but yeah. After Halloween is over, everyone's going to get ready for Christmas and just gloss over Thanksgiving. So we don't do Thanksgiving in Australia, or really even have anything like it. I'm going to start to try and do this. So yeah, absolutely everyone will be going straight to Christmas. You know, one of the things that I have seen Americans say is, you know, even if you don't like Halloween, you have to appreciate the fact that it stops Christmas from seeping earlier into the year, right? Now, that may be true in America, but it is certainly not true in Australia, where Halloween is more of an imported thing. In fact, I think that, because basically what happens is when they put out the Halloween decorations in Australia, they put out the Christmas decorations at the same time, right? For sale in stores, right? Like they don't put up a Christmas tree or anything like that. But like, as soon as you can start buying Halloween decorations, you can start buying Christmas decorations, right? If anything, shopping stores in Australia have used Halloween as an excuse to move Christmas further into the year. So, like they're putting up Christmas decorations for sale in September. It's ridiculous. It always annoys me because, of course, I like Halloween. I'm like, get that Christmas rubbish out of here, But it's like you gotta at least wait till Halloween is over, right? Stories of Sodor series. Who makes Stories of Sodor series? Is that Victor Tanzig's series, or is that just Sodor series? A lot of people will want to ask, like, have you watched this? Have you watched that? I don't watch a huge amount of Thomas fan content these days. A lot of it does, I've sort of said, and a lot of it does kind of blend together in my head. So unless someone has like a really unique kind of style or way of doing things, the trains content in particular kind of, so. All right, well, I've nearly gotten the first number done. Right. Excellent. So there we go. We're 25% of the way down on the numbers. Although it was the 7, so it was the easiest one to do. Cryptic Clay says, DieselD199, is that a Cyanide and Happiness plush in the background? Yes. It absolutely is. And this is one that I got for supporting the Kickstarter way back in like 2013 when they wanted to make the show, the Cyanide and Happiness show. So it's the purple shirted eye stabber. And so it's just become a Halloween decoration these days because I feel like it's appropriate. But yes, it's from Cyanide and Happiness. I guess they're limited edition unless they went and made more. I don't know. Teach Remo says, do your engines come alive like Toy Story? Maybe. I mean, if they come alive like in Toy Story, I'd never know. Jake Josh asks, have you ever met Leo Kim Video? No, I haven't. I was living in the same city as him for a while there, and I did send him an email, but he had like some personal issues that he had to deal with at the time, so I just don't think he was really up for meeting anyone. Definitely be open to meeting Leo again in the future. Obviously, he's been very influential in the Thomas fandom. Riley Track, I think, asked me, what's my favorite movie? I don't know. It's something that sort of changes from time to time, to be honest. Yeah, you know what I have actually really been wanting to watch, and it's not my favorite movie, but it's just sort of been on my mind lately, is the Polar Express. I've been thinking about train movies, like movies that actually had trains in it. I've watched Murder on the Orient Express, for instance, which is, it's an alright movie, but I feel like Polar Express is kind of underrated because people were creeped out by the animated people. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Christmas because I'm looking forward to sitting down and watching it again. Usually my favorite movie is Trick or Treat, which I did a parody of many years ago. Certainly it's my favorite Halloween movie. Really like the Lego Movie. Haven't watched it in a while actually because the second one was not great. So it's sort of like you know, kind of spoiled the first one a little bit for me. But yeah. I have watched The Polar Express. I've watched it many times. I just haven't watched it. Even Christmas last year, I think I watched it. But I've just been thinking about train movies lately, and I'm not going to watch it before Halloween because it's a Christmas movie. So, but I've just been wanting to watch it again. Do I like Pokemon? See. The answer is not really. I used to watch Pokemon when I was a kid, but I was more into Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, if I had been born a couple years earlier, Pokemon would have been the big thing when I was a kid, but instead it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the big anime when I was in school, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Has not had the kind of staying power that Pokemon has, but I was very surprised when I was on exchange in Germany, though, that there were kids like playing it. Here's the thing, like, I liked Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was in like the equivalent of elementary school. Was not interested in high school. And I knew this kid on my bus, and he was a year younger than me, and he kind of pretended to be a sort of a tough guy, right? One day, I go to see a history teacher with a friend it was her history teacher. And she opens the door, and in this history teacher's classroom is a whole bunch of kids playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And this tough kid from my bus was one of them, and he looks at me and he says, "Don't you dare tell anyone about this." Just so yeah, you know, I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh! Has had the same cultural staying power, but I was very surprised when I was in Germany to see kids like out playing it on table tennis tables and all sorts of stuff. So it still is popular amongst certain people. Ginger Ninja Lewis says, "Did you watch Shed 17? Also, happy Halloween." Absolutely. How could I made a Shed 17 parody several years ago now. So yeah, I have seen Shed 17. I've watched it a couple of times, and I've also seen the sequel, Project G1. My thoughts on it is Shed 17 is a fantastic movie. It has some really dark and then really funny moments. Like, my favorite moment, it always gets me, is that moment where they introduce the Fat Controller, and like the camera pans to him and he says, "Boy, get off my platform," you know. And I don't know why it is so funny, because it's like so I think it's because it's kind of like this sort of somber tone like up to that point, and then it's just like really hits you with this sort of funny moment. But yeah, so I have, look, the thing about Project G1, apart from some of the moments in it that I think you know, went a bit too far, the thing about Project G1 is that Shed 17 had already done the thing of like making this really horrific Thomas you know, pseudo-documentary thing. So it didn't bring anything that new, I think, to it. And so it didn't quite have the same, I guess, you know, it just wasn't as interesting to watch because it wasn't something new. It was very much made in the vein of the first movie. But yeah, no, I'm doing this correct. Got to concentrate here. Otherwise, we're going to end up with something that doesn't quite look right. Whoop! Oh no! It fell out. So one tip I did learn about doing jack-o'-lanterns is usually you want to avoid the pieces falling out until you've made all of the cuts, because it actually helps the pumpkin stay together, so you can make the other cuts more easily. I actually have a pocket knife here. It's probably not the best thing to use, but it has a serrated blade on it. So you'll notice that you won't be able to see it. But it makes it way easier to cut. Like, you don't want to be using a kitchen knife like you sometimes see them use in movies. That's just dangerous. Like, this won't slip in the same way that a kitchen knife will, because it's got the individual serrations on it and you can just saw in and out. So jack-o'-lantern making tips from Trent. I've done the 7 and the 5, by the way, and I'm just making my way through the 0. Which is going to look a little bit weird, I will be honest with you, but, you know, that's the way it goes. I'll probably, after the live stream is finished, I'll sit down and like clean up some of the edges on this, because it's not great, but, you know. This probably requires more focus than I can give it at this particular stage. What would you say if someone asked what your rarest train, because mine is the steam along, so tinkering trains and reviews, ask that. My rarest one is probably the Tommy Oliver. So for some reason that was not released in America, so apparently that it's very rare. Unfortunately, mine has a busted wheel. One of the front wheels is like slightly bent, so it's hardly mint condition. But it is screen used. It's a real screen prop. If I ever want to sell it. Yeah, Riley, I have watched Squid Games. Maybe that's a conversation for Trent Station. Not really the kind of show that would be appropriate for this channel, I think. Zach, the Mr. Conductor, says Sodor Fallout. So I am familiar with Sodor Fallout. I mean, it was kind of hard to miss the sort of grotesque creations that people have made on Twitter. I do feel that Sodor Fallout, you know, like the visual look of these mutated engines, see, that's something that I feel like came about because of Shed 17. And, you know, I think it's a really interesting concept for a series. And I've read it. You know, I've read it. I'm looking forward to seeing where Connor takes it. And, yeah, there's some things that I would have done a little bit differently in it. Because, like, this is always an interesting thing when you, like, I notice this happens a lot to me with anime. Is like, I get the basic pitch. Like, what is the pitch for a particular anime? What is the basic summary of what it is? And then as the story goes on, they take it in a completely different direction from where I thought it would go. And yeah, that's the interesting thing I think about Sodor Fallout, is it was one of those series where I was like, you know, reading some of the more recent chapters, I was like, I wouldn't have done it that way. And actually, you know, instead of just a nuclear accident, I think, at least, you know, what it's purported to be at the beginning of the series, I would have done, if you want to go down the mutation route, maybe like a nuclear bomb, you know, especially because Sodor is set during the Cold War. So, you know, that's certainly, I think, if you wanted to explore the idea of engines being mutated and as a result of like radiation exposure, that's probably where I would have gone with it. I would have gone for some sort of like Cold War story, you know, nuclear exchange. But yeah, I think it's an interesting series, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. There's been a few questions about that, so I thought I would answer it. I've always been fascinated by the fan projects that sort of take the fandom by storm, and almost all of them, not always, but almost all of them are spooky related. Whether it's Timothy, whether it's Soda Fallout, whether it's Shed 17. There are other things which people have gotten really into, like Richard from Carson's series, as an example of something that isn't spooky. But it's just, yeah, it's always very interesting to me to just see the things that everyone in the fandom says, this is a great idea and I would like to do my own take on it. And it's very, very interesting to see something like Soda Fallout, which started off as just like written text, right, on Wattpad, get as big as it is. And I'd be curious, actually, let me know in the chat, how did you first hear about Soda Fallout? Did you come across the story and read it? Or did you come across a custom or a video that someone had made? Let me know in the chat. I'd be very interested to see what people say about that, because obviously it's something that has spread fairly substantially, and I'd be interested to see how it is spread throughout the community. Now, I am nearly finished after an hour of cutting into this poor pumpkin. See. So Rainbow Racer 95 says, I heard from Twitter. LS the Engine says, my friend made a video of an edit. Aiden says, friend told me about it. So AJ Finley Jr. says, video. Saddle Tank number 6 says, it destroyed my recommendations on YouTube. Discovered it by edits on Twitter. Yeah, see, so it seems like, a few people read the story, liked it so much, that they shared it enough that it became as popular as it is. All right. Shall we get to popping out? We look here. I've been busily cutting away. You can see all of the pumpkin goo on the front. And so, maybe I should do it from this end. It up, broke off. A little bit hard for me to see what I'm doing. It would be nice if I could just push them out, but there we go. A few cuts that weren't quite perfect. Yeah, I think it's going to take a little bit more fine tuning to get some. Cut away some of that gunk there. I'm going to have to just sort of cut these a little bit more, I think, to get them to in their entirety. Especially as I don't want to damage the rest of the pumpkin. Oh, I haven't even finished cutting this one properly. Whoops. Seems like, oh yeah, that hasn't gone all the way through. There we go. There's the 5 out. Now, these should come out pretty easy because they were falling out earlier. Now the K. And there, look at that. All right, we will clean it up a little bit. Look, all over first. I should have gotten more paper towels. All of this gunk off. You can see some of the edges are a little bit jagged. In that case, it helps to get like a very finely serrated small knife. A little bit more. Got some baby wipes here. Should help clean it up a little bit more. I'm surprised this actually works. You know, I could see so many ways in which this was going to go wrong. And look, it's a little wonky looking. You know, I am no great jack-o'-lantern artist, but hey, it'll do. Yeah, you know, good enough. So we put some candles in it, close the curtains, and take a look at what it looks like. So, clean some of this gunk off my hands. Been going for how long now? Nearly an hour and a half. But we got there. We got there. So, don't even know where the new candles are. They're somewhere. I actually have some new. Ooh, much more spooky now. Oh, look at that. 750,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you everyone who subscribes. And I'm probably gonna have. I'll put this on just so you can get an idea of what it looks like with the lid on. There we go. That's my jack-o'-lantern for 2021. Yeah, pretty cool. I think it turned out well. I'm going to take the lid off it because I actually have to cut away some of this lid, otherwise it's going to burn. Already I think it's starting to get a little bit singed. But yes, that is the first part of the live stream. I'm good. So yeah, let's chuck it. Okay. And we will move on to the section. But we will play video games. No. A lot of games. Go in the bin. So I'm just going to put this up here, I think, behind me. And hopefully you can still kind of see it. Move the microphone out of the way. This here, and I've put this table on sliders, so hopefully just move it very easily out of the way. Excuse the noise. And with that, we are all ready to play Roblox, if Roblox is ready to play, or, you know, Minecraft, something. I will be back very, very shortly. I'm just going to wash my hands to get the pumpkin goo off so I don't get it all over my keyboard. Get a drink, get a snack. I will see you in less than a minute. Alrighty, everyone, I'm back, and just before I get started on anything, I got a homemade cookie because I'm kind of hungry. This is up early for me. Nah, not at this time, but I did wake up at like 8, and I hate getting up that early. I like to get up about 9. So, send me some questions and I will do my best to answer them as I eat my cookie and try and figure out what we should do. Pumpkin is in the background. A junction malfunction. You can see that there. Blowing away. Chocolate chip cookie. Okay, so what do you think of the new Golden Galaxy update? I haven't played it, I don't think. Roblox is down because of a burrito. Yeah, it sounds like something that would happen with Roblox. What mob did you vote for? Didn't vote for any of them, Australian. Sorry. I sort of heard about it, but I was very busy at the time, so I didn't bother with it. How do you feel about being a part of a lot of people's childhoods? Yeah. So it's interesting. I've been making these videos for far too long, it seems, because I have now met people in real life who are, they're 15 or something, and they tell me, oh, I was so scared by a particular video that I did, when they were, 10 or something, or 8 or something like that, and it's like, oh, that's so weird to think about because it seems like only yesterday that I was making that video. Pumpkin turned out well, Steam Supreme. I prefer Henry's new shape and Cash Show. I have watched Sailor Moon, James and Sailor Jupiter Fan 2001. I've watched Series 1 of it. And I also watched Series 1 of Sailor Moon Crystal, but I didn't like that as much. Well, I haven't seen it, Christina Mendez, so it's hard to say. Do you plan on doing a Halloween video in a similar style of your original short, like short 1? I don't think so, no. Are you excited for the Mark Forrester film? Soda Pro asks. So look, there have been talks in the past about making a Thomas and Friends film. It has never come to fruition with the exception of Magic Railroad, and we know how that turned out. If we get a film, we get a film, and then I'll comment on it then, but I'm not holding my breath for one. It's not a store-bought cookie, junction malfunction, it's homemade. Thank you, Alice the Engine. Yeah, you can see the play button now. Riley Track says, favorite Halloween costume you have worn? I have a scout outfit from Attack on Titan. That's probably my favorite one. It's the only one I ever really paid for. I had like a vampire costume from when I was younger. Peter Pan one from when I was very young, but that wasn't actually for Halloween. It was for One of my cousins had a fairies and pixies birthday party, so my mum made me and my younger brother pixie outfits. Ballistic Mallard, thank you for the donation. And yes, I will absolutely do another Tomy layout stream again. I am capable of doing it now. I actually have a really big room, probably the biggest room, not this room, another room in the house, that I've ever had to build a layout in. So it should be interesting. I do not know what the Tracks the Train Set game is, you're not smarty. Thank you, Keaton the Cool Guy, and happy Halloween to you too. I probably won't watch any other Sailor Moon stuff, James and Sailor Jupiter fan, but yeah, I have seen season 1. What do you like better, Trick or Treat or Diesel's Ducks and Demons? Trick or Treat, I think. Trick or Treat's probably my all-time favorite short that was made with models, followed by Full Dream Ahead. And then Diesel's Ducks and Demons is probably after that. Best Australian locomotive, Wagga Class S. I know people probably want me to say 3801. I actually do think 3801 is a pretty sexy locomotive. Yeah, let's... I think the Wagga V class is also a pretty cool looking loco. Donut Crafting Pug says, do you have a model railroad? I do not have like HO or anything like that. So is Roblox not up yet? This is a company worth billions of dollars and they've been down for more than 24 hours now. What are they even doing? Okay. Well then, the choice is up to you. Among Us or Java Minecraft? I suppose I can also potentially log into... Yeah, give me a second. Bedrock Minecraft, because I assume most of you have Bedrock Minecraft. How do I do a poll? I know it's possible. Oops. No, because I don't want to. Let me just do some setup here. Let's see if I can add a stream marker. Create highlight video. Is there a way to do polls on YouTube? Oh no. Yes, create a poll. Okay. Whoops. Minecraft, Java, Minecraft, Bedrock, and then Among Us, I guess. Let's see how this poll works. You guys getting the poll? All right, good night, Caleb Tucker. Let's see where we go. Among Us is currently in the lead with 44% of the votes. Now it's Minecraft Java. No cookies for you, Cryptic Clay. You shouldn't have been in my basement in the first place. Yeah, I've been to the USA, Keaton. I went in 2019. Oh, I think it's going to be Among Us. All right, I'll get Among Us going, shall we? We might do Java Minecraft after. Apparently Among Us is free on mobile. I have a Discord server, Ink the Engine 1. I'm gonna get the all right, I'm getting everything loaded now. Remember my password, Steam. And copy password. So I will go to my Discord server so that we can play. Maybe the first 1 or 2 games I'll do without voice chat. I mean, I'll see. I don't trust some of these people not to swear, so. All right, just trying to get this open. All right, loading up Among Us right now. I will get a. I need to share the server. Let's see. Invite people. Copy. Sending you guys the link if you want to join my Discord. I'm going to close Bedrock Minecraft. Play the game. Let's go. Now I just need to make a little bit of an adjustment here. Put this here. One of the candles already got out, so don't know how long they're going to last. All right. Among Us is loading. I need to get some headphones in. This isn't a very professional stream, as you can tell. All right, well, you can definitely hear the Among Us music, I am sure, so let me put that down a little bit. Turn it down for me. All right, online. Just very quickly, just need to get the link. Roblox, you have let me down. I am so disappointed. I can't believe. The one time I wanted to stream it on this channel, it is, it's down. It's been down for ages too. So just, what I am doing right now is getting the link to my live chat so I can put it up on my second monitor. So you can actually see me. There's some light on me. There we go. All right. So let's just do a quick game. How many? Oh, okay. Wow, that is a lot of people coming into the Discord. Welcome everyone to the Discord. Let's create a game. 15 players, airship, 2 imposters. I won't do it with voice chat just yet. Let's just see how this goes. Confirm. I'm going to... Did I do that right? Okay. Okay, let me just make sure that the settings are all correct. So let's just do recommended settings. Although, no, I'm putting the voting time right down to 30 seconds. Because, you know, what will happen otherwise. Play speed always is too slow on this. Imposter, kill cooldown. I will put that down slightly. And kill distance, short, visual tasks, always yada 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 yada. Right. Here is the code. The code is now on the screen. Everyone has equal opportunity to get into this game, right? So the code is QTHYKF. Let's see who among you manages to get in here. And in the meantime, I will answer some questions from the chat. Trainiac, yes, I would like to go to Castle Miniature Railway. I'll reply to your comment, your DM that you sent me on Instagram. Let's see if we can arrange something. We've tried to go to this miniature railway twice now, and both times things have gone wrong. So. Roblox is down everywhere, Matthew. 7 out of 15 players. How's it going, Sam the Train fan? You gonna come play Among Us? See, you've got that verified tick now. You've joined the verified club. Those whistle videos. I don't think so. Doctor Who's Magical Entertainment. Gosh, come on, guys. Let's see if I put the code here. QTHYKF. And I'll put it on the Discord too. You see, actually the problem with this game is that if I am the imposter, or if I get killed by the imposter, then people know. Because I'm streaming it. Tyler McDuck. What a surprise, I haven't seen you in a while. What was your original Minecraft name again? I'll just give the first game a go without voice chat check, Josh. Just to see how this is gonna go, but for all the people watching, we got 121 people watching. Don't more of you want to play Among Us? I've posted it everywhere I can possibly post it now. I thought 15 we'd get that for sure. So. Oh, right. If you don't know, we're on the North American server. Alright, we're up to 10. Shall we just go? We should have played the Fortnite Among Us. Australia does not have a holiday like Thanksgiving or Christmas or anything like that. It really is straight to Christmas. Can we get everyone to wear a mask? Like... There you go, I've got a mask on. I guess I'll wear the Jason Voorhees one. All right, I guess we're just gonna have to go. Starting. Oh, there's 2 imposters among us. Kitchen. All right, fix the wiring. Ooh, maybe I made this a little bit too fast. Where are we on the map? Okay, so we'll go up to the armory and use. Download. How's it going, TN Creep? Welcome to the live stream. Oh, there we go. I gotta upload the data outside. Been a while since I played Among Us, actually. What do you guys think? Is like Among Us still really popular, or is it kind of going out of popularity? I feel like Among Us is only doing really well right now because nothing else has come along to displace it. At least in terms of the kinds of video games that people are, the kinds of videos that people are making on YouTube. Like all of these gaming YouTubers who just make videos about whatever is trendy, like nothing new. Ooh, oh. Ooh, okay. Pink in engine room. Engine room? Duck kinda sus. Yeah, I put the speed up to ×2, Merit Train Boy. I have no idea. You know, I was too busy talking, I wasn't even paying attention. I'll just skip vote. No idea who did it. The body was in engine room, I think. Oh. Our comms have been sabotaged, and I never know where comms are on this. Oh, now I can't get across. Oh, that's done. I didn't even finish uploading the data. Oh no, I did do it. Cool. I've got to do... plunge the toilet. Yeah, you know, like, that's the thing about Among Us, I think, is that it's got like a sort of limited interest range, but it's now just, you know, one stupid mod after another. Okay, so it is red, ruby, diamond, ruby, coin slot? I don't know. Now I have to go ruby, diamond, ruby, coin slot thing, I think. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Jake Josh is following me. We've lost comms. Someone fix that, please. Before I forget. Enter code. Yeah, there we go. Comms are still sabotaged. Oh! Well, that liar. It was definitely Riley. We caught him red-handed. Yeah, you out, Riley. Well, we definitely got one then. Even if he just happened to be there, there's no way he would have just been immediately like, oh, it was Trent. Unless he himself was sus. Okay, I've got to fix the wiring. Oh, I haven't even heard this one yet. And you can't do any tasks? Oh, okay. Avert crash course, avert crash course. Oh no. Left side, okay. 13047. Okay. Whew. What? Why is it pointing to this? Okay, that's not wiring anyway. I know what that is. Where am I? I need to go through here. Duck's having trouble with this? I'm having trouble with this. Come on. Why is he just standing there like that? He like lagged out? Oh, now the lights are stuffed. Where? Oh, I keep getting pointed towards that. That's a bug. Oh. No, don't stack kill. Oh, the doors are locked and everything. Where's the light thing? It's down here. Oh no. The arrows, they're messing with me. Oh, that's done. Fix wiring. Okay, last one. Oh, well done, Jake Josh. You fixed it. Ooh. Oh no, but I can't even get. Oh wait, no. Are we averting crash course again? Is that what it is? Alright, they're doing that one. Oh, thank goodness. I gotta get around. The doors. Oh, Jake Josh is a pro at this. I'm just too slow. I need to get up here anyway. Alright, so green is dead. You think it's ELC? Who's ELC? Batch for vest. I think it's, based on the people I've been around, I think it's deep tank. Did no one vote at all? Yeah, I'm playing with viewers, Blazemaster. Alright, let's go to the brig. So I can get up here and finish this final task. Lights are out. There we go. Go try and do the lights. What is it? Is it E? E is use. There we go. Well, it's good that you're here now, Nesta. There won't be a Halloween video tomorrow, but there will be one in November. I'm hoping, Hank. Sorry it's late, but you know, it's always late with me. So I suspect that it is dark blue. Oh no. That is my suspicion. I just wait for Jake Josh to do it. Oh, he's having trouble now. There we go. He's just my personal door guy. Oh, there he is. Right, so I reckon it's this guy. Is that even a task? It's either him or Cryptic Clay. Hopefully in the first week of November. No, sadly not. I won't be doing a layout build in this live stream, but I think we might even play a little bit of Minecraft Java, I'm not sure. I've been streaming for 2 hours now, which is usually my limit. Communications. Alright, well... I mean, it does seem to be doing tasks. It must be Cryptic Clay then. Because why isn't he here? So let's just go do the report button. Oh no, he's coming, he's coming. No, no, go back, go back, go back. If he tries to come up there, no, he's gonna go after. Oh no! Fix the lights, guys! Oh no, 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 no! Oh, he could have killed me then. Ah! Surely he came up to kill me. I think it's Clay. I think he killed him and then he came up after me. Oh no. No, no. No! He wasn't Clay! I thought he killed Jake Josh and then went up to get me. Oh no, we're gonna die. Because he only has to kill one more person. Wait, wait, wait. No! Unbelievable. It was Duck. Did not even suspect him. All right, code is still the same as it was before. Let's see if we can get some other people in here. So there were a few people saying that they would join soon. Oh, we might even get all the way up to 15. Can you turn down the viewing range for... I mean, the fact that the imposter still won means I think it's sufficiently easy enough. Maybe the viewing range could turn down a little bit. And someone left the game immediately. I do think that they are, like, it's kind of difficult to control. Oh, lights are out already. We know if there's a whole bunch of doors closed that it's Ducky because, well, he seems to like that. The problem... with this map is it is just so big. What am I doing here? Oh, I see. Nah, close enough apparently. Comms have been sabotaged. Oh, right, okay. What a disgusting hamburger. I'm playing this game on Steam, Merit Train Boy. Is it? I saw someone say it's free on mobile. I have to say, I am really surprised that this is the only new map that's been added. Like, I know when Among Us kind of took off, it was so close to finishing download, that must be annoying. Someone says... Jake Josh is talking a lot. That's kind of suspicious. Ooh. That'll tank nearly got it voted out there. Next time we get Thomas and Friends short will hopefully be next month. Let's go to records, I suppose. I really don't know my way around this map, that's the other issue. See, the thing about Among Us is that it doesn't necessarily get better by having more people, because it's more people to sort of keep track of. It's kind of hard, I guess, for people to do. I hate the card reader. I can't believe they thought it would be a good idea to make that. Oh, is that it? Well, I'm finished. I think the next short will be out next month, Jose. What are we... Can't follow me now. Oh, someone's dead. Oh, Riley. Who is this ELC? Is this some initialism that I don't understand? Railway series is kind of sus. Purple or lime? Yeah, I've got no idea. Most people aren't even voting, that's the other thing. Why did I even come here? I'm done. I suppose I should just like go and help like avert emergencies. Okay, so where's... that's the electrical conduit there. What? It's Jake Josh. Why would he be going over to the electrical conduit? No, he's gonna kill me! Because he's not doing any real tasks, that's why. Like, do I have enough evidence to convict him? Oh no. What is it? Communications have been switched off? I definitely, I'm pretty suspicious of him. And he was talking a lot at the beginning of the game. See, he's waiting for someone to break off so that he can kill them, I reckon. No dead bodies found. I'm gonna vote for Jake Josh. I think he's... Have you seen Shining Time Station or Tugs? I've watched a little bit of Shining Time and an episode of Tugs. Let's see if it is indeed Jake Josh. Aha! I knew he was acting suspicious. Because he didn't do that task and he was also talking a lot. All right. Mayday 100. Also not very good with the cards. Oh, what? Maybe this time it is cryptic clay. Finley on security, is he? Okay, there goes Clay. Running in circles. Roblox still isn't back up yet, guys. Look at him, just running in circles. Is he waiting for someone? Oh, he didn't kill him. He didn't kill that guy either. Oh, maybe that's because both of them are there? I don't know. Alright, good night, Ink the Engine One. He might have finished his tasks. I've finished mine flying Spooky Productions 4. I think it's safe to say that it's not Cryptic Clay, it's not Settle Tank. Oh wow, no dead bodies found. This last imposter is not very good. Saw lime vent. I can clear everyone but lime. Was he with me? He might have been the guy that was down the bottom. I didn't pay enough attention. Oh. Either way, he's out. Oh, he was the imposter. Victory! All right, I'm gonna create a new game. We'll go with Skeld. We'll make it 3 imposters. Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Have I muted the rest of you? Oh, I think I have. Well, this is an opportunity for me to say no swearing, headphones in, and no talking except during meetings. So, yeah, but I gotta adjust my sound settings. Oh man, where are they? I'm gonna get into the voice chat on my Discord server, so if you're in there. But where are my voice and video? Okay. Input device. Output device.
It actually got shut down because of Burrito.
Alright guys,
Thanks,
you are now in
Chipotle.
the stream, so remember what I said.
Woo! Oh, hello everyone! It's me, Mario!
On the PS2, I'm guessing. Oh, wahoo!
Hi.
But Roblox actually got shut down by a burrito.
No, I got shut down by Chipotle.
No, it's a burrito. An actual burrito.
An actual burrito.
Same
There was a burrito like in the server room, and it got caught into the mainframe.
Something involving a
Free
burrito.
it was a
Okay,
free
I'm posting the
burrito
code
thing.
in the stream chat.
It was no, it's a burrito. It was a burrito. A
EZAVBF.
free burrito. Free burrito, that's what it was. Okay. Copy. Okay. Speedrun. And there we go. I get the first lime color. Whoever had lime colors, you're not having them because they're mine now.
Discord
I'm gonna-
link.
I'll be right back.
Let's do this. Did I? I don't know, man.
You're right
I
back.
somehow still got the same color I
Gotta
always
take care
get.
of some business.
Let me go switch my head back to my usual. Oh,
We're up to 12 players. We got 3 slots left, guys.
Got me into Halloween mode, so it's gonna look more festive, I guess.
Join, I beg.
Doesn't have a Christmas one though. That sucks. Trent,
All right.
how did you find me out last game? Like seriously, I didn't kill you. How are you able to find me out?
I found you out because you were like you went over to the All right. Well, no talking because we've started.
Alright,
Okay,
everybody,
I'm a
mute
very great
themselves.
detective on spell. Trust me.
Doing business in the bathroom. Okay.
What is
Mute
with all the
yourself,
decorations?
Mute yourself. Wait, do you want me to mute?
It's Halloween
Is that what we're
mode,
doing?
Trent. It's because we're so close to Halloween. They do this
Okay.
every year for the Scout. And
I'll
on
join
April
next
Fool's,
time,
it's
I'll join next
backwards,
time.
so like reverse Scout. And
Someone's dead already. It was. Oh yeah, it was
Wow,
Riley. Nah,
Oh,
no.
no.
Body was
Riley.
found in lower
This is
engine.
self-
It was Riley who was green.
This is self-report, right?
Can
I mean, who
everyone
would kill this
join
early?
meeting? Not meeting.
Well, who
don't-
reported it? Oh, Deca.
Yeah, I
don't
found the
know,
body
like,
in
I mean, you know,
lower
it's
engine.
so quick. Did Deca just like self-report?
I did not self-report.
I mean, it was pretty quick.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That would be
Sorry that I went AFK for like 5 seconds. I have to take care of some business.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I don't know. Does anybody have any visuals or visuals turned off?
When I came back, I was doing wire.
It was pretty
some
quick.
Side of view.
I don't really know.
It's up to you guys, both hit me right off the bat.
Yeah.
Oh, why is Red and Maroon voting off Trent? Hold up.
Oh.
That sucks. That sucks. They have no reason to vote him off. This is maybe a sussy moment.
Yeah, it's no
Yeah,
point voting
pretty-
off the.
Oh my God,
Pretty
three electrical tasks.
me. Okay, electrical.
Why would
This is a-
somebody vote
No, not
off-
I have three
electrical.
electrical tasks.
Wires. It's wires, not electrical. I'm dumb and stupid.
Why is it electrical?
Anyway, we shouldn't be talking during the
Yeah.
gameplay, only during meetings.
Yeah, I'll just, wait, I gotta get here before I do, never mind. Okay, now I'll mute myself.
Where was the body at?
Where was it?
I guess it wasn't
Also,
Deca.
Blue is now officially not sus. But we need
What?
to talk about our Russian boy and Nestor. Why did they try to vote on Trent?
I think it's a self-report because you were standing over the body, dude. Sorry, but true.
Wow, my stream is way behind.
Okay, I'm gonna vote off Nestor first. That's just sus. The vote tried to
Wait.
vote off Trent
Wait,
for no
who?
reason. They literally.
Wait, where's, who's
I think
Who's
it's
that?
self-report.
Yeah.
I don't know who to vote for.
Vote
I
off.
think it's
Well, vote
That's
skip if
the
you
one.
don't know who to vote for, I guess, or just don't vote anyone, I suppose.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, Saddle Tank and, who's the Russian dude? Whoever it was, they tried to vote Trent.
Yeah, they said Trent
Seems
was
The
a little
Russian
sus.
dude.
everyone.
Yeah.
How do you
that
know
guy
they're
sucks.
Russian?
Oh, yes. Actually, yeah, that is a good point. So fun fact, the cap, that he's wearing, that's actually from another one.
Why are there no Halloween decorations in the other parts of the map? That's the real question.
Oh shoot.
Oh, that was quick.
What now?
Okay.
What is it, Rough Shoe?
What is
Give us
it?
your
Okay, that's
clue.
not trash.
What?
I've got trash that can be cleared if everyone wants to watch.
Okay,
Did you call an
visuals turned on.
emergency meeting so that we could watch you do trash? I'm
Too bad
voting you
we're
off
live,
just
man.
for that.
Why trash?
Just someone come watch me do trash. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do
RSF
trash.
RSF and Saddle
Don't
Tank
worry.
are seeming pretty
Oh.
sus for immediately
I'll watch
voting
it
for
separately,
him.
I'll
Jim is
watch
way
it
behind. Oh my god, I gotta
separately.
refresh
You
a
won't-
couple.
I'll just suss him.
By the way, I'm actually, I didn't call the meeting, fun fact.
Oh, you bought it.
We voted up. We voted up. I don't know who was voting up.
Okay.
Never mind.
Why
Okay,
did-
well-
Why did we try to roll off rough shoe? Well, I'll be at the trash area, I guess. Also gonna
Yeah.
fill up the gas for the engines.
Yeah. Okay.
To the trash area.
The trash area. Wow, great name.
Sounds like my ex-girlfriend's room.
Oh, we lost a guy. Yep.
Okay. Where was it?
I have some
JMG.
important news that doesn't have anything related to a body, but it has something related to, you know, when reactors.
I saw purple. I was going into electrical to do my task, and I saw purple right next to Saddle Tank's body, and then vented right after. And I'm not
That's
joking.
what I saw. That's what I saw.
Okay, goodbye, Carl. You or Carnutty.
I'm serious. I am not.
You're going to the Shadow Realm, Carnutty. You're going
I
to
have
the
some important news.
Yes, the Shadow Realm.
And
Yeah.
how you need
Banishing you to the Shadow Realm.
We don't have hands.
I am banishing you to the Shadow Realm.
God, that's
Clearly, this guy is not in chat at all.
Pretending Carnutty, we're taking the purple guy to the Shadow Realm. Goodbye.
To the Shadow Realm you go.
Oh no, we couldn't get
No!
the vote on Shadow
What?
Realm.
Ah!
Wait, someone call the emergency meeting. We need to
What
get this
are
man off the ship.
These
now.
dudes who are deafened and muted. What are you doing? I am keeping a close eye on purple. If I die, it's because of purple. I'm keeping a close eye on
I'm
you.
inspecting purple very closely with my magnifying glass.
Hey! I'm locked in!
Like an insect.
I'm locked in! Friend, help!
Mute.
Everyone mute
Hey?
during meetings.
Oh, sorry.
Among Us.
Yep.
Black, why are you only doing wires now? That's such an early game thing.
What?
Everyone goes
What,
to the
man?
wires first.
Who?
Doc, why? Doug
Van-
went to
who is
wires
Van-
near
Okay,
mid-game.
come
Or,
on.
no, this is end-game. Why is Doug doing wires so late
You
in
could
the game?
do it at end game.
Who's
It doesn't matter.
Ben,
The
what
order.
are
Yeah, I
you
don't- I don't- I don't
doing?
really know
What are
if
you
that
doing?
matters.
No, Van Fixer, what are you doing?
Did you call
I'm
a
saying,
meeting?
why is he
Come
doing
on.
such an early game task near the end of the game?
Why is it an early game task doing wires?
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
is it
because
like
you
that?
always want to do wires first. You usually get it done near the end. Like, he was in the electrical room doing wires, which is strange.
Thanks for
Oh,
playing.
wait, no, was it?
Settle Tank.
Wait,
Maybe
wait,
he,
wait,
he
my
likes
brain.
doing it harder first.
I am very
Then-
confused now.
I like not
He wants
doing
last.
electrical first. I want to do electrical last so I don't get like killed as soon as I start the game.
That's such
That
a
sounds
weird
like
thing
you-
to do so late in the
That
game.
sounds-
That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I understand that, but still, that's nothing to get like.
Why are you
Yeah,
getting
like-
so offended? No,
Everyone mute.
someone's mad.
Well, I'm done all my tasks, so I don't really know what to do now. So, you know.
Wait, did you just say that you were doing wires? Didn't you just say that you were doing that though?
Oh
Someone's
no,
dead.
I'm sorry. When I said what, I wasn't know what I was talking about. It was the one that
Come on,
diverts
everybody,
power. That's what it
Turn
was.
off their mics.
My bad, my bad.
Where was the body?
All right.
Who was
The
blaming
body
me last
was-
round? Hut.
Actually, you know what? Why don't we just skip? We're nearly done. We've almost all done our tasks. I'm just saying.
Body was in electrical. It was in electrical.
Ghost, do your task.
Yeah.
Ghost.
It doesn't
Come
matter.
on,
I
guys.
literally
do
saw him
your
then. I
dance.
saw him then.
Who's being
Who?
very quiet?
Literally, it was
He
at
vented.
electrical.
Yeah, it's Cryptic Clay. I saw him.
I was
Like,
circling
Cryptic Clay
around
was
the
doing
table.
nothing. Cryptic Clay was orbiting the.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
was
they all
orbiting
say.
the
That's what they
button.
all
He
say.
left
Hey,
electrical. He left
Cookie
electrical.
Man.
He gained
He's
it.
a circle man. He's a circle man. He's around things.
He slit his neck. No remorse.
I love Trent
You can win
still.
on task.
Why are we doing this?
And everyone vote Cryptic Clay right now.
Skip.
No,
I'm orbiting the button.
Clay is not.
Nine in a
Whoa.
button.
After you
Everyone
killed
get
him.
it.
Everyone Clay. The proof Clay is a cool guy. I'm gonna go also orbit the table.
You guys are
No,
ridiculous.
No, guys, listen,
Right.
Cryptic Clay just spins around things. That's his life. That's
Rex is
what
the
he
other
is.
imposter. They're on.
Oh my god. Why do we care about Cryptic Clay's strange agenda to
I
orbit?
don't know.
I like
Give away,
spinning
okay?
around.
I don't know.
When his agenda is killing people, yes, I do care.
Actually, that's not on my agenda today.
Okay, everybody, let's us mute.
Okay, you
Oh,
know
we're
what's-
already voting.
It's the guy. It's the maroon one. It's the maroon guy. Why is he always trying to vote off Trent? That's all. He's been trying to constantly do that.
Shashi
I'm
Yeah, I
just
agree with that.
waiting until next round. I'm just waiting
Like,
until
I'm not-
next round.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of us are. Who has it not done their task?
Guys,
I
do
guess.
your task.
I know one
guys.
thing for sure, Cryptic Clay did not do his tasks.
Actually,
He killed.
I did.
He killed.
Unless-
He did.
Do your
Yeah.
task.
Spinning
Oh my
around
God,
like a
I'm
Oh, an
maniac.
imposter.
Yo, Rusty
Yeah.
Red is looking kind of sus.
Oh, Rusty Red.
Wait, what makes you
scrap
say
on it.
that?
Everyone mute.
Mute yourself.
Mute everybody.
I saw Rusty Red with a knife in his hand.
Well, then now we know.
Oh, come on, guys. Just do the tasks.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
I think
What is
who
it,
the other
Ducky?
imposter is. Because, fun fact, guess what? Vent Fixer, their username, because I don't know. who
Yes,
it is.
I know. I was at the admin table. I was waiting for cons to be undisabled. Okay?
Yeah, but you're
Admin table is my
I'm
thing,
close,
Ducky.
so I can kill you.
Oh, we're voting again. Sorry, the stream is delayed for me.
Mate,
Sorry.
okay, look. The admin table is one of the most broken things in the game that you can use with ease, okay? I'm just saying,
Skip.
like my admin table, I'm gonna stick by it, okay? That's why I was there. I've looked at you. I thought you were gonna kill me.
Good night, Hank, the funniest
Trent might be
tugboat.
the imposter.
At you.
I think Trent might be the
Okay.
imposter. He's been walking
I can
around and just doing nothing.
Play it, no one.
I'm done with the
Sure.
tasks, dude. We need like 2 tasks left. What the heck?
Why did it have to be him? He's gone.
What are your other imposters doing? Why didn't you kill anyone for crying out loud?
Girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you. You avenge me.
Nice
Oh.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you kill the newbie.
Oh!
What was that voice crack?
Trent station on the main line, or is that on Thomas's branch line?
Okay, maybe something else.
It's on the YouTube line. That's where it is.
Oh, there's 3.
Muting time!
Oh man.
This task still not being done. Oh no, the jack-o'-lanterns run out of
Guys, I think I just figured something out.
Alright, while they suss this out, I'm gonna go and get a camera.
I think it was Trent.
Guys, why was Trent trying to defend Cryptic Clay? Why was he trying to do that?
It makes
I
sense.
just spin around tables.
It's obvious. Cryptic Clay is the third imposter. Why else would he defend Clay like that? I only defended him because we saw Clay doing it last time, but you know.
I killed my mom.
Why is he doing
Dude.
it?
It's true, but have you considered?
Really.
I mean, you know.
All I
Cryptic
want
Clay's
to
the last
do
person
is
who
spin
would-
around tables and throw up.
Cryptic Clay is the last person who was Oh god.
Are they winning?
Yes!
Oh, no.
Yes!
Yeah, vote Cryptic Clay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is the reason we shouldn't do
my dream is great, and I feel like I'm
Rex
gonna pass
is
out.
probably having diarrhea.
Yes! Thank you for the
All right,
information.
yourselves.
You're welcome.
Yes, me, everybody!
Alright, there we go. The jack-o'-lanterns is back.
DieselD199's.
What are you guys doing? This is so hopeless.
How long is this match?
Oh, defeat.
Said
Finally.
who, Trent?
Finally.
Brad, you killed me. How could you?
That's what happens when you kill the newbie. Just remember.
Those stream snipers, unbelievable. And you other imposters, you could have killed more people. Alright, I'm gonna go on to Settlecraft very briefly.
I am. Oh, we're doing Minecraft?
Yeah, Minecraft.
Okay.
Oh, crap. Now I gotta open my.
I'm disconnecting from this, but we have, if you have Fabric on Minecraft Java, you can get the...
I can play.
Hold up, let me get on Fabric. I'll be back.
Yeah, you gotta
No, I have
get
Forge, so I
the simple
can't
voice chat
do
mod, and then you can proximity chat.
I don't have Fabric. I don't have Fabric. I have Forge.
Well, get Fabric as well.
I don't even have my
Geez, now we can find out how to have Forge and Fabric mods at the same time. This is gonna be hell.
What are we doing again? I forgot.
Minecraft Java. Anyway, I'm getting out of there. Alright, mc.settlecraft.com is my Minecraft server. Good night, Rusty Red. I'm just going to jump on there for a little bit, show you guys around a bit, and then I'm going to go and do something else for the rest of my Halloween. Been a while since I've logged on anyway, so. So as long as you got Minecraft Java, you can join. If you've got Fabric and you have the simple voice chat mod, and if you go on the Discord, and I think I've actually pinned the post where it's, you know, linked to the exact one that you need, then you can join in with the proximity chat. It's called Simple Voice Chat. If you look at the pinned messages in the chat stream on Settlecraft, you'll get the direct download link to the exact version of the mod. I'm doing well, TCU Game Boy. How are you? I don't know if it will work with pirated Minecraft, Christina. Here we go, Settlecraft. Whoop. And I'm in spectator mode for some reason. Ooh. Let's see how much it lags. Someone sleep. Yeah, I've got a sign. Destroyed the wall. You're welcome. Thank you. Game mode, survival. See what I've got on me. Oh, see, look, I've got my my cape. It's weird to see it through the thing. I'm gonna turn off vanish. See, put that in there. Let's see if we get the IP is mc.settlecraft.com. I've played the Great Festival Adventure. Yeah, that's the only Thomas PC game I've ever played. Oh, I'm not streaming Minecraft. Oh, thank you for telling me. I've got to switch the... Oops. Video capture... Oh, no. Thank you for informing me. Here we go. Hey, so we've got a few new people. Trainiac. Oh, there you go. You're out now, Cryptic Clay. Let's see. Video settings. Oh yeah, field of view is normal. Feels weird. Let's see how many people are able to log on. I will go and grab some iron for them. Don't I have any? Oh, we've definitely had a higher play count than this, X-Boy Rocky. They're not for a while, but let's see how many people we get to come on. And you can see the little microphone in the bottom of the screen. That means I have proximity chat on, so I don't. It seems like no one else has it on at the moment, but here we go. Okay, I've got some iron blocks here. I'll come and dish out some iron. The new players. Get them started. Why didn't the chat say you joined? Ah, that's administrative privileges. All right, let me get the chat back open. We can't see your screen. These are late, I think. You'll be able to see it now. Yeah, I'm looking at it. That's all fine. What version is the server on? It's 1.17.1. Let's go on BHG Gaming. Oh yeah, well and truly out of gunpowder. I've not been on the server very much lately. Where am I? I am at, really right near where you would come out for spawn. Oh. Need a crafting bench. Oh no, no I don't. Put it here. Ta-da, and... Still missing my pickaxe. I don't want any of this junk. Free junk for anyone who wants it. He doesn't have the plug-in. Let's see if they're still on Spawn Island, or if they at least... Oh, they've probably made it into the Nether, but... Alright, good night, Merit Train Boy. I don't know where the spawn portal is. Is it the one over here, or...? I have no idea where these newbies are. Alright, for those of you who are still watching, I'll give you a quick tour of the server. It's been up for... Ooh, like over 2 years now. And yeah, I played it like on and off. I admit that I have not put as much time into it as I was originally intending. Yeah, basically I was thinking of doing... When I first started it, it was like right when the copper stuff was happening, and I was like... You know, is this going to like totally destroy my YouTube channel? Won't be able to make Tomica Thomas and friends anymore. So I was like, well, what else could I possibly do? And I've been doing at this stage some streaming every now and then on my side channel, and I was interested to see if I might like to do a Minecraft series. Because I've been watching some other YouTubers do Minecraft series, and I've been thinking about it. And, you know, I will actually even get you guys the link to my other channel if you want to go over and subscribe. Join in when I next do a live stream. And, you know, so we started it up. You know, it was the usual. I did a live stream on DieselD199. We had a whole bunch of players, and it dropped off pretty quickly. But the idea is that we have all these different settlements, and they're all themed. So we have a medieval settlement, we have a Halloween settlement, we have a Christmas settlement. And yeah. But like, I didn't want to do it on Tomica Thomas and Friends, on DieselD199. I decided to do it on the spare channel, on the gaming channel. And so you can see some of the great stuff that people have made. But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't really for me. I just didn't really enjoy making the videos, to be honest. It wasn't something that I found to be especially creatively satisfying. Even though I like playing Minecraft, you know, I'm not really the kind of person who likes to really grind it out in Minecraft and make this massive build, you know, that sort of thing. And like the whole sort of record yourself, do something live and edit it, didn't really like that. And so, yeah, you know, I've tried to keep up with it in streams, but having given making episodes a good go, I could say that it just didn't seem like it was something for me. Maybe I need to do Minecraft animations or something like that instead. Maybe that would be more enjoyable for me. But yeah, this gives you an overview of the medieval settlement. Some of the guys have obviously made some really great stuff. As for the future of the server, well, we are talking about like resetting it for when the Caves and Cliffs update comes out. We will see. You don't need the voice chat mod to play on the server, just to use voice chat, the proximity chat. I've been thinking about some other Minecraft stuff that I might like to do. I don't really know. But I certainly just don't think the whole build a massive base, grind things out style Let's Play videos are ever something that I'm ever going to be into. So I really got to reconsider what exactly I'm doing here, because I am currently paying money every month for the server. And I haven't really used it all that much in the past few months. So I invite all of the people who have been regular players to sort of let me know what they think we should do. But yeah, certainly I got to make a decision about that soon, I think, with the new version of Minecraft coming up. But anyway, feel free to play on the server in the meantime. I have to say, I think I should do a video about how frustrating it is trying to run a Minecraft server. Okay, this is an interesting Pika base. Fresh start, yeah. But see, this is the thing with Minecraft. Like, you reset the map, you have a fresh start, and then what do you do? You know? It's like, it starts off... I almost feel like the early game in Minecraft is way more fun than the late game. So... Anyway, where am I going? I'm trying to get up into the ceiling so I can show you guys the other settlements. Mods, yeah, I don't know, mods. I think I want to do on the gaming channel, to the extent that I do stuff on there. I want to do more like short-lived series type stuff, like the Infinite Night thing that didn't really work out, but I would like to give that a go. You know, and I was going to do that on Bedrock, right, when I did Infinite Night again, but now I'm kind of like, well, we've got the simple voice chat mod for proximity chat. Maybe we stick to Java and we do it again. Fully reset the server? Yes. I think like so much of the fun in Minecraft is like getting all of your gear and like all your stuff, and then the actual building of it. You know, it's like, it's kind of fun, but it's not fun enough. So this is the Christmas settlement, which I guess is becoming seasonal again. You know, I intended to make a big thing here. We built a big ice farm so I could get the ice farm for it. Haven't done it, but you know. It's definitely got some cool buildings in it. Some nice winter vibes. Giant statues. Oh yeah, if we do a fresh start, I will definitely release the map. Hey BSG Gaming, finally someone that's actually got the mod.
How you going?
Yeah, I'm going well. How about you?
I'm good. I actually got a costume on for Halloween.
Oh, do you? What are you, a pig?
Yeah.
For a moment I thought you were a Squid Games guard.
Pig.
Alright, I'm gonna go to that. So that was our winter base. I'm gonna go to the Halloween one, which is probably the least impressive of them all. That's sad, Mr. Kermang. I'll probably sign off shortly anyway. I'll show you guys this final settlement and then... Whoop. Oh, you got a $5 banknote from Australia? I assume it's the older style banknotes. We've got new ones. I think the third in the polymer series. Well, it might be because of your pirated Minecraft, Christina.
Wait, hello? Hello?
Hello?
Trent? Oh, hello. Oh, hi.
Ah, look at that.
I'm the Grim Reaper, except I have very tattered clothes, so I look like Grim Reaper, but like, you know, bad.
I see you've lost all of your stats, Jake Josh. Was it worth changing your name?
I think so. You know, I got to 200K, then, you know, I don't know. I'll stay on the board forever. For a long time, at least, until somebody gets like 1 million. At that point, that's going to be kind of worrying, because there's only 1,440 minutes in the day, so...
Right.
You have to be on the server. So a person would have to be on the...
And he's out of render distance. Yeah, so there's not a lot in this settlement. It turns out it's not very fun to play in the Nether. This was made when the Nether update first came out. And, you know, I made this little house from dark. I haven't built a lot on the server, and it's kind of crappy looking, honestly, But yeah, I think that will be a good place to call it. So, it has been a really fun live stream. It's gone for 3 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope I answered the questions that people had. And if I didn't, you know, leave me a comment and I'll try and answer some of them. Jack-o'-lantern actually turned out pretty good, I think. I'll probably give it a little bit of a cleanup later on in the day, just to, you know, fix some of the more jagged edges. But, you know, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. And thank you all for subscribing. For 750,000 subscribers, hopefully I'll do another live stream between now and 1 million, because, you know, that's going to take a little bit of time to get there. But yeah, so happy Halloween, everyone. I hope you get lots of candy. Enjoy your night, and I will see you guys in the future. Goodbye.